I confronted my wife after finding out crude text between her and her coworker. Now she's begging for forgiveness, saying it was nothing and she was just playing. Blaming me for not fighting for our marriage. But I'm done. A month ago, my wife, 42F, left her WhatsApp session open on our shared computer. I, 50M, was working while she was out with our daughters, 4 and 7 years old, in the park when I decided to turn on the computer notifications because I was waiting for some important messages from work. Then, messages directed to her WhatsApp started appearing on the screen. It was a coworker of hers. The conversation was escalating and ended up with pictures, audios, and whatnot while he was engaging in sexual acts. I took a look at the whole conversation from the past and read other similar conversations with him. I went to the park, and she was all natural. How was your afternoon? I confronted her, and she confessed she had been sexting with him for a month, and that nothing physical had happened. I don't believe her, as they work closely together, and it seems unfeasible that nothing happened at all. I don't say that they had intercourse, but after reading the conversations, very crude sexual conversations, I cannot believe her. Also, I know him, and he's the type of person who hugs all the women around him. It didn't seem dangerous, but now I think that he's a predator. She started by saying that it was nothing, that nothing happened. I even read some messages between her and a girlfriend, with her friend saying, "Why was I so upset if it was nothing?" Now, my wife asks for forgiveness, claiming she was just playing, but the reality is that I caught them, she didn't come clean, and she's only agreeing with what I read, which is supposed to coincidentally be all that happened, she says. She confessed that if I hadn't caught them, she would have continued with that. I cannot say 100% if something physical happened, but what I read was crude enough. It felt to me like betrayal, infidelity, and a breach of trust. She also started with excuses, that we didn't get intimate, we got intimate 3 days earlier, so she didn't feel attractive, and that I didn't commit to her. 1 month before, we decided to look for a house to buy. Just excuses. She could have chosen to do a lot of things before cheating. Now she says that she won't do it again, but she also says that she didn't think she was ever going to be capable of doing what she did. I'm devastated. I'm not excited about anything anymore, work, the future, my children. I feel depressed, nauseated, and tired. One day, I even had a fever, sweating all night and the day after that. Another day, I had to take some pills to calm my anxiety. If, before I found out, someone had told me that she was doing that, I would have said that it was impossible, that she wouldn't do it, but boy, how wrong I was. I cannot help but think about the last month, how we were laughing while watching a television series where the wife was cheating on her husband, how she told me that she had to buy new underwear because everything she had was old. She bought the new underwear. I didn't see it on her, how she was sexting with this man while sitting on our sofa with the girls watching television in front of her. Now, she wants to fix the marriage, go to couples therapy and all, but I cannot see how I can ever trust her again. Was this the first and only time she cheated on me? Is she going to repeat it? Do I only deserve to be with a woman who cheated on me? I went to a therapist to talk about it, and he told me that the relationship can be saved if we both want it, but if I think I cannot want to save it, then nothing can be done. I told her that I set a deadline to confirm or not my decision about divorcing her at the end of this month, August, so I don't rush a very important decision like this one. But I also told her that currently, I still think I want a divorce. She's behaving like nothing happened, being super attentive to me, and even talking about our future as if we weren't going to get a divorce. I want to divorce her, but I suffer for my daughters. I'm also afraid of losing what I had for 10 years. Any advice is welcome. Thanks for reading. Update. Hey everyone. She continued lying, and I continued looking for the truth to the point of becoming obsessed. Of course, there was more than just some messages. She admitted to kissing him on a couple of occasions, one of them after a work dinner where he took her home, and then she went to bed with me. Of course, I cannot be sure of anything, the trust is broken. I had to go to a psychologist looking for help, I still go. But she helped me realize that I won't have the truth ever, or all the truth, or know all the details and explanations I wanted. So, once my mind understood that, I was able to move on to the next step, deciding whether I should stay or should I go. And it took me 3 months. It's difficult to break the marriage, your life of the last 10 years, the relationship with your wife, but we are getting a divorce. She didn't want to, and she insisted and begged, but I reached a well-thought-out decision, and I didn't flinch. During our conversations, she minimized everything. It wasn't that important. Are you really going to end this because of that small thing? She always blamed me. What I did has no justification. But you weren't affectionate with me, I didn't feel loved, etc. She victimized herself multiple times. She's now angry with me because I didn't fight for our marriage. Because she's the only one who has grown during this crisis, while I haven't really evolved. It's incredible how some minds work. She's the one who cheated on me and betrayed our relationship, but I'm the one who didn't fight. Ha ha ha, F you. This Friday, I'll leave the house. I'm here so the children have some days to get used to the idea of their parents separating, we told them this past Saturday. We'll have 50-50 custody, and the money and assets are already split too. Now I want to look at the future with excitement. I deserve to have a different life, alone or with someone who doesn't cheat on me. What I don't want is to live without being able to trust my partner, and having to remember all my life that one time, as far as I know, she chose to be with another man, for a month and a week, as far as I know again, and because I caught her. Who knows how long it would have lasted if I hadn't, while she was with me. Thanks, everyone, for your help. Relevant comment. Opie, I am so sorry this happened. So you're saying that she admitted she went home with the affair partner after a work dinner, kissed him, and had sexual relations, probably unprotected, then came home and love-bombed you? Opie, no, I meant he took her to my home, to the door, not inside, where my kids and I were at that time. I don't know if they did the deed that night or not, according to her, they didn't. But who knows? And I don't care anymore.